So, Mr. Rasmussen, welcome.
Thank you.
You told me that this metro will be the best metro in the world.
Yes,
Why?
I surely believe that. I mean, who else has a museum in the backyard of the metro? A couple of places do, but this is just bigger and more important than anything else we've ever seen. But let's turn to the metro itself. The advantage of the driverless metro is not only that you can sit in the front seat and that you can drive it yourself. It is also that you can have a much higher speed. So there will be literally no waiting time in this metro. When we have all the trains delivered, and there will be 18 of them, then the waiting time will nominally be 2.5 minutes. Imagine you're going to a platform and you wait 2.5 minutes. That is not waiting. That is just getting there, looking around, and you have the next train coming. So I think this metro is delivering on all the unpleasant things about metros. What don't we like about metros? We don't like going under earth because it's dark. Well, we will see the stations. They are beautiful. They are perfectly designed. Everybody can be just in admiration in front of the work that has flown into this. The materials are fantastic. You will have granite, you will have marble.
Were they expensive, the materials?
Yes, of course they were expensive.
Because you paid for them.
They were not expensive. We are happy to invest in quality, always. Today, if you go to the metro in London, you will find that on some of the lines you are squeezed in like this. I mean, a normal person can hardly stand up. Why? Because these metros were designed 150, 180 years ago. And once you have them, well, these are the dimensions. You cannot just go back and then make them bigger. So what we build now has to be future-proof.
User-friendly.
User-friendly,
yes,
exactly.
Okay.
You want it to be safe. Well, it is safe, as I just said.
100% safe.
There's nothing like 100% safe, but this is one of the very safest means of transport in the world, drivers or no drivers. Compared to the level of accidents on roads and trains and so on, this is a lot safer than any of that. If you would see the control center, it looks like NASA. It looks like the James Bond room, the situation room in a James Bond movie. I mean, it's full with cameras, with lots of people sitting there and checking live with high-resolution cameras and a lot of other parameters that are flowing in. So that's why I'm confident in saying that this system is a lot better monitored than anything else we have in any other means of transport.
How did the Greek government and the ministry persuade you to fund the metro?
Well, this one was very easy.
Why did you fund the metro?
No, this project simply ticks all the boxes. You know that our overall priorities is to be green. We are I would say Europe is a very responsible continent.
Yes.
We have understood that we have polluted our surroundings. We have destroyed a lot of the beauty and the quality we had in nature. And now is the time to give back and to go back. And this is one of the steps. The advantage of a metro is that, first of all, it reduces air pollution. You need to realize that Thessaloniki exceeds the legal limit for suspended particles for air pollution more than 200 days a year. So once we have the metro up and running, we count that between 50 and 60,000 cars less will go through the center. This is not a miracle, but it is a big change, and it will provide cleaner air and more calm to a city that badly needs it. And when we then start expanding from the metro is the backbone, the most expensive backbone. We will come with electric buses. They are decided, so they will follow, and they will be.
So this is the next funding.
This is the next, and it is, as I said, it's already decided.
How many?
How much? I mean, we're talking between 50 and 100 million euro that are allocated for this. So it should give us, depending on the prices, I hope the prices of electric buses go down, it should give us way over 100 electric buses. The shape of Thessaloniki is on the bay. It's a linear city, and we have a linear metro, so it fulfills the strongest need to start with. And the challenge is to extend it with further stations. One day we'll reach the airport.
Because you know, it's a city that is developing very quickly.
Yeah.
And many people say that it should start with the airport and then continue in the center of the city, or west.
When we build metros, they are terribly invasive. They are destroying the cities. They are digging up the city. I mean, I spent a lot of time in Athens. Half of Athens is dug up for Metro Line 4. Metro Line 4 will also be driverless. So Attica will follow Thessaloniki. I mean, Thessaloniki is showing the way.
You know, the citizens of Thessaloniki suffered for many years, about 30, from the metro.
Yeah.
So they are very suspicious. And I was wondering if it will be worth the trouble.
There has been a lot of suffering, and economic suffering, and also nuisance from dust and noise, and it has been very unpleasant. I think it was worth the while. I know it was worth the while. For me, the Thessaloniki metro is like the story of the ugly duckling. But then when it grows up, it turns out that it's actually not a duck, it's a swan. So it's a beautiful swan. So for me, you will see that the Thessaloniki metro, which is today ridiculed, pointed fingers at and so on, just wait December, wait for people to come down to the metro and to test it, and I'm sure that opinions will change.
What would the ancient Greeks say about our metro, if they knew?
If they knew. I think they would say, thank you very much. They have finally reached our level of civilization and sophistication. Look, these are sewers, I imagine, or for water flow. Huh?
Yeah.
We are still building sewers and water systems around Greece today.
In Greece, we have a huge dispute about the money, all the money getting to Athens.
Yeah.
I don't know if the trend now in Europe is about regional funding.
Well, it's in the genes, it's in the very building of ESPA that it is regional. And if we look at the figures, 1.6 billion go to Attica, and the rest does not go to Attica. It's not entirely true, but if I calculate per capita, citizens in Attica get less support than citizens elsewhere in Greece.
So is Greece now the success story for Europe or not?
Absolutely. I mean, I think that concerning ESPA, we are achieving results. This is an amazing result, but I think ESPA has helped to modernize Greece in a significant way. The motorways, the water systems, the waste systems, the Nea Paralia here. I mean, that was the last element that transformed Thessaloniki. I mean, there's a before and after. And in all these things, you will find an ESPA support, as it should be. We are investing in Greece so that Greece can grow by its own means. And this is what we see today. We have growth in Greece. Other countries are struggling a little bit more. Part of that growth is possible because we have this continuous injection of EU funds. There will be a before and after this metro. My reference is Copenhagen. I have known Copenhagen before the metro and after the metro, and it is a totally different place. It's a different place for the people who live there every day, and it's a different place for me as a tourist. One of the very strategic elements here is that the metro will connect to the railway station, and that means that you will have then access to the big world once we fix a couple of problems with Greek rail. Rail stations are the same as the metro. They should be livable areas, they should not be run-down entities, so we are certainly committed to investing in railway stations. Railway stations in Paris today are a mixture of shopping centres and commuting areas. In London it's the same. That's how we want it to be.
Okay. So I thank you very much,
You're welcome.
Rasmussen, for your visit here and for all the nice, interesting things.
It's a pleasure. And on the 30th of November, have fun. There will be a party.
Thank you so much.